This is North Dakota Today.
Hi everyone, good morning, good morning. Welcome on into North Dakota Today. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us here on the couch. My name is Ashlyn Hill.
And I'm Sophia Richards.
Yeah, we can't tell if you guys can see us at home, but I'm going to assume you can.
I think so. Oh my goodness. It took me an extra second to remember my name this morning.
It was the panicked look you just shot me
Yep.
of like, and I'm Sophia Richards.
I was like, oh my
Is it
gosh.
happening? Are we
Yes.
on?
Yeah.
We're all good. We're back up and running for our monitors right here. But today, a special day for you.
Yes, well, for America, you guys.
Right,
It is
correction.
National Gingerbread House Day. How exciting.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yes.
Woo!
Perfect way to get into the holiday season. You know, I haven't made mine yet, but you know, it's perfect day, obviously.
Yeah, today is your day. Whether you're a cookie building expert or your baked house falls apart, maybe like mine, as witnessed on this very show. Doing my best. I'm not great at architecture with icing. Today's just a day to have fun, get in the holiday swing. Now do you like to eat the gingerbread house?
Yes.
Okay, that's, I figured as much. I don't.
Even the gross, like pre-packaged ones that aren't good, I still eat it. I don't know.
That's okay.
Yeah.
To each their own.
Okay.
If you built it, you're allowed to also use it as a snack.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not shaming that by any means. I just don't love the fact that I've struggled so much to put it together.
Yep.
And then for it to just usually end up in a pile anyway, that's like messy and gross looking.
Yep.
I'm not gonna use it as a snack.
Okay.
But
It's
hey,
like taking an emotional toll at that point.
I know the hard
You
work
have an emotional
and dedication
yeah.
that went into the failure that now makes it not edible.
Yep.
Pretty funny. But hey, a great excuse, especially like you mentioned, if you're just going to go buy the kits. Those are fun for all ages. It's a great time. So good luck if you're celebrating National Gingerbread Building House today. Okay, I saw this headline this morning from CNN, and parts of it not surprising whatsoever, but it was just the ranking that surprised me. And so that's my little note before I get into the research here. So a new poll done by Pew Research Center is reporting that 93% of teens say that they use YouTube compared to those, which was 63% who say that they used TikTok as their #1 social media app.
Which is surprising.
For you
to
too?
me, yes. I guess it does make sense though, because I feel like parents, you know, are maybe a little bit more hesitant about TikTok versus YouTube.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like they have kids YouTube,
Yeah.
the different app that kids can use. So I guess it makes sense, but
Well, I mean, the thing is, we know that teens and younger are on social medias and online constantly.
Yes.
It was just the fact that it was YouTube that was #1. The other usual suspects, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook being the last, though, especially for younger and younger.
Yep.
But in general, 46% of teens say that they're using the internet almost all the time. But that's not really news. We kind of assumed that. The interesting thing is that figure has doubled since the very first survey that Pew had conducted, which was in 2015, which technologically the landscape completely different now.
that's true.
And of course, growing concerns about social media impacts on mental health and just overall productivity, online classes versus in-person classes, and how people are learning. But yeah, it was YouTube at #1. You know who wasn't surprised? Our producer. It's YouTube's #1 for him.
Yes, he is a big YouTube person.
Yeah.
I don't really use it because they have so many
Same.
ads now, and I used to have YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
But then I canceled it because I was like, I can't be paying for, you know, all these subscriptions. I can't have YouTube Premium,
you there.
Netflix, Hulu. You know, the list goes on and on.
It sure does these days.
So, yeah.
It adds up. We're already jaded. We're like,
oh,
we're in the full-fledged, like we've grown with the streaming services to now the part where we can complain about it. We're like, those darn cable bills, those darn streaming services. Well, speaking of, maybe you've streamed some of these. The nominees have officially been announced for the 81st Annual Golden Globe Awards coming up quickly next year. Up first, there's our girl, iconic Barbie leading among films nominated with 9 total nominations. Followed, though, how funny is this, by Oppenheimer with 8. Because it was Barbenheimer weekend. It was like the big debut at the box office. Who was gonna win? Barbie actually won, raking in more money than Oppenheimer. But yeah, that wasn't that long ago that we were like all Barbenheimer talk. And you saw Oppenheimer.
I did indeed.
I didn't end up seeing that one, but I obviously went to watch Barbie. I saw it at the Fargo Theater on opening night.
Of course.
So another film, Killers of the Flower Moon, and then one we haven't heard of, it's called Poor Things. Those both earned 7 nominations for film. And then in television, because the Golden Globes, you guys, just a reminder, they combine TV and film. So Succession, the final season of the show Succession, scored the most nominations with 9 total. And then it was followed by the other TV shows, The Bear, and then Only Murders in the Building. Both of those had 5 nominations. So have you seen any of those shows?
No.
Really?
I haven't.
Oh.
Honestly, I get overwhelmed because so many people, you know, at work, your family, your friends are talking about, have you seen this show? Have you seen this show?
Sure.
And you know, I think it all goes back to the streaming services, and there's so many great shows now on so many different streaming services.
Yeah, you literally need to
I'm
write down
I need
a
to
list.
make a list.
Yeah.
Truly. Yes. I'm like, you guys, I can't keep up with all these shows.
No, and then you forget which one is on which streaming service. That's what I struggle with all the time, where I have to like go on my phone and Google where to watch. But actually, for a majority of the ones that we just talked about, I've seen them. Succession, I loved. Highly recommend that series. The Bear, very interesting. A fresh take on chefs and working in the kitchen in that industry. I'd never really thought about it before, so I thought that was interesting. And then Only Murders in the Building is so goofy and kind of out of nowhere, and the plot is so not expected that I loved it, and I like how quirky it is. So yeah, I've seen a lot of these. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah.
The awards ceremony will be airing live on CBS Sunday, January 7th, and then you can watch it the next day on streaming services.
Oh, perfect.
Well, I hope you guys are having a nice Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us here. So sit back, relax, grab that cup of coffee or tea and warm up, because coming up on today's show, Dr. Miller of United Healthcare is joining us to give us some coping tips in case you're feeling some upcoming holiday stress. We'll be right back.